You already know the drill. Another city, another adventure, another chance to find out what makes this place special. This time I'm in Philadelphia, and the stakes are getting higher because I'm checking off ballpark number 29 on my journey of chasing 30. And like always, I go beyond the ballpark. I'm chasing down Philly's legendary local eats like tomato pie and authentic cheesesteak, while diving into the history through some of the city's most famous landmarks. 29 ballparks down, one more to go. Alright, let's get started. Our first stop in Philly was the Reading Terminal Market. This place is a Philly institution, packed with local flavors and enough food to make choosing impossible. I grabbed some wings, then a hot dog loaded with onions, mustard, and relish from Famous Frank's. After grabbing our first taste of Philly, it was time for our second stop of the trip, Independence Hall. Walking through these doors, I was stepping into a place where some of the most important moments in American history took place. This is where the Declaration of Independence was debated and adopted in 1776, and where the Constitution was later debated and signed. Standing inside the room really makes you realize just how much history happened right here in Philadelphia, and this was only my second stop.
Independence Hall. Take a moment and look at the building. Look at this architecture, right? There's all these like Greco-Roman symbols in these walls. These walls were made by carpenters and wood artists. So in other words, this is pine wood with poplar and gum trees. That's what you're seeing inside the building. All these walls.
After stepping back into Philadelphia's history at Independence Hall, it was time to see the city from a completely different perspective. Our next stop was the top of City Hall, where we headed up to the observation deck for one of the best views in Philadelphia. From here, you can see the city stretching in every direction, from the historic streets below to the modern skyline beyond. After seeing where Philadelphia helped shape America's history, now I was getting a bird's eye view of the city itself. I came to Philly expecting a great hoagie, but I didn't expect this. One bite into Ricci's and suddenly I was back in Chicago. The crusty bread, the Italian meats, the perfect combination of flavors, it reminded me of one of those old school Italian sandwiches you find back home. And that's when I knew this wasn't just another sandwich stop. Philly has hoagies, Chicago has Italian sandwiches. Philadelphia has no shortage of history, but this might be one of the coolest places to actually walk through. I made my way through Elfreth's Alley, one of the oldest residential streets in America. Walking between these historic homes, it's crazy to think people have been living here for over 300 years. Then I headed over to Betsy Ross House, where legend says she helped create America's first flag. From the cobblestone streets to the stories behind these buildings, this felt less like a sightseeing and more like stepping straight into America's past. Pulled up the gym steaks and went straight for the classic. Loaded it up with the creamy cheese sauce, and let me tell you, this cheesesteak did not disappoint. The bread, the steak, the cheese all came together exactly how you hope a Philly cheesesteak should. After chasing down Philly's food scene, Jimmy's definitely earned a spot on my list. I stopped by Cacia's bakery to try their famous tomato pie. But here's the thing, there's no cheese, no toppings, just sauce and thick chewy crust. So was it amazing? Honestly, it was okay. The sauce had good flavor, the crust had a nice bite, but for me, it didn't quite live up to the hype. Still, when you're in Philly, you gotta try the classic, even when they don't knock it out the park. I thought I knew what I was getting into with John's ice water, but this one came with a surprise. The lemon ice, really good, cold, refreshing, packed with that citrus flavor. Then came the cherry and that cherry flavor just wasn't doing it for me. It completely missed the mark compared to the lemon. And just like that, I reached ballpark number 29, Citizens Bank Park, home of the Philadelphia Phillies. Opened back in 2004, and honestly, this place is pretty cool. But standing here, this ballpark means more than just another stadium. For years, I've been chasing all 30 MLB ballparks, traveling across the country every time the Cubbies went out of town. So this one I'm gonna enjoy more, because I got one more left. Now, 29 are officially checked off my list. One ballpark, one city, one final stop. The chase is almost over. All right, see where we go next.